Oh, hello. Hope everybody's doing good today. Tonight, whenever you're watching this, I'm just on my way to go pick up one of my co-workers, and then I'm off to work. So, yeah, we got some snowy weather coming in a few hours. So, yeah, see how the weather turns out from that. But, anyway, so I've been wanting to talk about this for a little while now, and I figured I'd come out and say something. So, a lot of times, I watch TikTok. A lot of people do it nowadays, and, there's all sorts of funny videos that I come across on TikTok, and then sometimes there's videos talking about politics. Half the time I do agree with it, half the time I don't agree with it, and you know what, whatever, that's fine, and then when it comes to other certain things out there, like if it's something to do with somebody speaking their opinion out there, I might, or saying something along the lines of, oh, well, this is how I think about this or that, blah, 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 then, if I disagree with it, sometimes I'll come out and I'll say my opinion, I'll kind of say what I have to say, in a respectful way, because that's what I like to do. But what I keep seeing on TikTok is this one dude or woman, whatever the hell this person is, Jeffrey Marsh. I guess Jeffrey is, claims to be non-binary or transgender or whatever the case may be. And before I say what I have to say and get any further, I will say this right now. If you consider yourself non-binary, whatever, that's your decision to make, not mine. If you consider yourself a transgender man or transgender woman, whatever, nothing wrong with that. If you're gay or lesbian, nothing wrong with that either. I mean, at the end of the day, I treat people how I want to be treated. If you're treating me with respect, I'll treat you with respect. If you're treating me with disrespect, you're probably not going to get the best answer out of me. That's all there is to it. I believe in the whole two-way street thing, I definitely think, that everybody should be treated how they treat everybody else. That's just how it goes. But anyways, with that out of the way, so, with this Jeffrey Marsh dude that I keep seeing on TikTok, obviously a lot of times he says a lot of crazy things, talking about how, oh, well, God is non-binary, oh, well, this happened, oh, well, that happened, blah, 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 and you know what, whatever. That's what he has to say, not my problem. But the one thing that he keeps mentioning that's really getting to me, driving me nuts and pissing me off, pissing a lot of other people off, is that he's trying to reach out to children. Talk about how, oh, well, you can talk to me without your parents' permission, we'll do this, we'll do that, you don't have to have your parents' permission to do this or that. If your parents don't want you to do this, just come and talk to me. Like, okay, why in the fuck would anybody, regardless if it's online or not, why in the fuck would anybody be okay with that? Parents out there, if you have any kids, let me ask you something. If somebody were to say that to your kid, whether it be online or in person, how would you feel right now? Just curious. I'm sorry, but that right there is some creepy ass shit. Talk about how, oh, well, yeah, you can come to me without your parents' permission, or you can talk to me without your parents' permission, blah, 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 blah. What the fuck, dude? What in the actual fuck, dude? Like, seriously. You know, I'm sorry, but anybody that does shit like that on TikTok or any other social media page out there needs to be removed. And anybody that does that in person or online should get in trouble with the law. I'm just saying. You know, I'm sorry. I don't care if you're an LGBTQ member or if you're somebody that's, you know, believes in God in some way, or just somebody that's just trying to reach out to children without their parents' permission for whatever dumb reason. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But, you know, all because this person, you know, this Jeffrey idiot, is a part of the LGBTQ community, TikTok isn't doing a damn thing. Which, you know, side note, if it was somebody along the lines of a Christian or a Catholic or just somebody that believes in God or goes to church or whatever, that person would get removed from, and they did the same thing for the matter, that person would get removed from TikTok in a heartbeat. And like I said, I'm not condoning anybody that does that, you know, regardless if you're a Christian or Catholic or if you're a part of the LGBTQ community. You know, that's not okay regardless. But still, my point to that is, you know, if it was somebody that was a Christian or Catholic or just somebody that believes in God in a way, you know, that person would get removed from TikTok. No questions asked. Just saying. But no, like I said, since Jeffrey is a part of the LGBTQ community, TikTok isn't doing a damn thing. You know why? Because it's all about their frickin' policies. They want to protect certain people out there. You know, and if you're not somebody that's a part of the LGBTQ community, or if you're not out there supporting Black Lives Matter or anything like that, then, and you say something different, you know, TikTok goes against it. A lot of times they won't censor you if you say something, but you say the wrong thing nowadays, boom, your channel, you know, your TikTok account goes down the drain, it gets removed and all that. Like right now, my TikTok account has an account warning. You know, a lot of it is, you know, just videos that I either duet or stitch, you know. Like this one video that got removed from my TikTok, it wasn't even anything offensive. You know, it was just me responding to what somebody said that had nothing to do with what I'm talking about. You know, just voicing my opinion about something, and for some reason TikTok removed that, but, you know, whatever. But beside my point, you know, the fact that this dude is even allowed to be on TikTok or be online is just pretty disgusting. You know, I'm sorry. Like I said, if you think you need to talk to children like that, you know, talk about how, oh, well, it's okay for you to come up to me, you know, without your parents' permission and talk to me, you know, it's okay, you know, you don't need your parents' permission to say this or that. You know what that makes you right there? That makes you a child predator. It has never occurred to me to talk to a child like that and be like, oh, well, here, come talk to me. You don't need your parents' permission. You know, I'm not gonna say anything. No, I don't do that. If I don't know the kid, and even if I knew the kid, you know, I wouldn't frickin' do that. If it's not any of my nieces or my nephews, which I don't even talk to them regardless, unless if I'm around them, or if they call me for something, say, hey, Uncle Mike, how you doing? I miss you, then, or if, they come around and I take them to go do some fun things like bowling or whatever, it's different. But still, I at least talk to my siblings that are their parents and say, hey, I'm planning on doing this, doing that. I want to take them bowling or whatever. And a lot of times they're all right with that because they know who I am. Obviously I'm their brother, so whatever. And I'm an uncle to those kids, so that's different. But this frickin' Jeffrey dude that's on TikTok, he just needs to be removed from TikTok. Anybody that does that shit, tries to talk to children like that, should just be removed from TikTok. I don't care what your sexuality is. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what you do for a living. That shit is wrong, regardless. And anybody that says otherwise, tries to say something along the lines of, oh, well, that's not making you a child predator. That dude's just trying to reach out. Nah, I don't want to fucking hear that. You try and reach out to children like that makes you a fucking child predator. That's all there is to it. I don't want to hear some bullshit excuse, from idiots out there. They're going to be like, well, you clearly don't know what a child predator is. Oh, well, this dude, he's just trying to teach children. Oh, what the fuck is he trying to teach children? That it's okay to talk to strangers without their parents knowing? I'm sorry, but everybody that's watching this video, let me ask you something. When you were little, did your parent ever tell you, either your mom and dad ever tell you not to talk to strangers? Just curious. Let me tell you, when I was a kid, my parents were strict about that. We lived in a neighborhood where there was a lot of crazy people. And I'm glad I took my mom and my dad's word for that. Because, now that I'm older, which I'm 24, almost to be 25 in a few months, I've seen a lot of that shit happen, Kids try to meet up with adults that they don't know, and then something ends up happening. Either that kid goes missing or just something else happens. And it's pretty fucked up. It really is, And the sad thing is, it's happening more and more now because we have all these social media platforms out there like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. The list continues. Like I said, this Jeffrey dude that's on TikTok needs to be removed. And honestly, I think the law needs to investigate this idiot. Because what that person is doing is not normal. And like I said, because he's a part of the LGBTQ community, TikTok isn't going to do a damn thing about that. Which is sad. They'll go after people that voice their opinion, about politics, or voice their opinion, or they'll remove somebody that voices their opinion, talking about God and Jesus, and you know what? They end up getting removed for some odd reason. Not all of them, but some of them do. Honestly, I'm disgusted with today's society. I'm just saying. Anyways, that's really all I have to say for this video. I'm sure I probably pissed people off for making this video. And you know what? I don't care. That is not my problem. If you have something you want to say to me, I'd like to hear you say something. And for those that are going to sit there and be like, oh, well, you're worried about what somebody on TikTok's doing. You should just mind your own business, blah, 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 blah. No, dude. Either you need to shut the fuck up, mind your own business about what I have to say, or two, you should look at the things this person is saying. Because if your answer is, oh, you need to quit worrying about what somebody online is saying, you obviously need to do your homework, buddy. Like I said, if I pissed you off so badly because I talked about this person and called him out, called him a child predator, guess what? I don't give a fuck. Y'all can go suck a dick for all I care. But to anybody out there that does agree with what I'm saying, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe if you want to. And if you've seen this dude on TikTok and you are disgusted by the things he said, feel free to let me know. It's time to call these idiots out, man. People like Jeffrey don't deserve to be online. And they don't deserve to be walking free either. I don't care what anybody says. There's a special place for people like Jeffrey. I'm just saying. That's my rant for today. Y'all take care now.